Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Gals and guys, I hope you all had a good day. I'm Cordell, I'm a writer, a poet to be more specific. This stream is about poetry and other texts of the same type. There will be no censorship in this production, so please be aware of this before watching it. Today I will be presenting you a few poems that I wrote. I love reading poems, so if you ever want to share anything, or you want me to read something, or even want to come on this stream to read something, don't hesitate. And if you'd like to leave me a comment too, don't hesitate. You're all welcome to my Discord channel or my Instagram and all those things that you can find all below here. Well, I'll be starting with a poem that I called Time. Well, that I called. Shit. What am I doing? Oh gosh. I dance. Yeah, I'm probably gonna need this. Yeah, it's gonna be easier like that. So. Let's see how this light goes. Yeah, it's better. So, I dance. At night, I dance with the shadows. The song in my mind, humming low, follows my step in afterglows. In the eye of the tornado, I'm swirling high above the ground. All is blurred into vertigo. I forget everything I know. While listening to silent sounds, I forget everything I know. I remember days long ago when we danced beneath that willow and we kissed under mistletoe. I lost my heart in that meadow. I dance alone with my shadows. The lights dim and there's no sound. My despair does not let me go. As I dance, I remain shallow. My distress reigns in my gallows, as all is buried by sorrow. Oh, if I could only let go, forget each one of my wounds. But I lost by curses spellbound my shadow and self long ago. Light surrounds me, the fire grows and burns and twirls in tempo. The fire grows and burns and twirls in tempo. My ghost left thy burial ground. Now they free and we waltz around. We spin us ourselves we confound. And soon I forget all I've known. The darkness is cold to the skin. In my mind, to the void akin, my inner walls are closing in. Soon my shadow is breaking in. My phantom guides me by the hand from here to past long forgotten. I'm with her, dancing on the sand, beneath golden clouds of cotton. Then I dance with my shadows, till we are both one with the dark. As this present, that's just a spark. I vanish within the void's flow. Okay, so this is another poem I wrote. It's called The Way It Always Goes. Shit, what's going on? Woohoo, okay. I'm sorry. It's the way it always goes. You can hold on and beg, I suppose, but they all already know how it goes. Soon you'll be surrounded by shadows. All our grand hopes and secret garden froze long before our hearts started to necrose. The songs of our past feel like they compose the spine of our mortality's prose. I'm sorry. It's the way it always goes. You could give up and cry, I suppose, and abandon yourself in shameful moans. Yet, distress by the pain overexpose or weakness. Now, or sadness overflow, and shadows are still ready to bulldoze our secret garden and all its meadows. I'm sorry, it's the way it always goes. We could hold on and pray, I suppose. Nonetheless, I also know what this does. Gone are the bees, the flowers and meadows. It is time to take off your hat and clothes and lay naked and cold from head to toes. Your carcass is being observed by the crows, but don't worry, in your tomb you'll repose, undisturbed and surrounded by scarecrows. I'm sorry, it's the way it always goes. I know, we were bros and heroes, our future was bright, and our past still glows. For a while, we sat together on thrones, and now you and I will end up in halls. Remember, we have taken all the roads, and that our life are nothing but prologues. Think about it. Just think for a second. Hang on to your thoughts as truth beckon more and more truth and lies in your mind. Don't forget your foundation. Don't forget your foundation and remind yourself of who you are and want to be. Then perhaps, under some self-made decree, you will go further than you could have gone, and you will become your own paragon. So, what's next? Okay, this one is pretty nice, I think. Okay, let's change an axe a little bit. Don't lose your peace of mind, for what was left behind was to be forgotten. And if, none too often, you spend nights pondering, is he still wandering, lone in the depth of night? Then you'd know you were right. Don't lose your time or days wondering what could have been. We won't see eye to eye. Another holds your chin and spins your heart in love. And if sometimes you think of a present wherein you and I will still be, know that soon you'll be free. There is nothing left for you here. You are as alone as you look. You'll cry alone while others cheers, then they'll see you as a crook, because there will be no more tears, and you will be dry and alone. Dry of love and dry of sadness, and you will feel it to the bone, while your mind goes into madness. Then, while others speaks, you will moan. Nobody will listen to you, and you will remain in silence. One day, you will hear the boo-hoo, but you will be beyond the fence. I'm gonna open another file and see if I can give you another reading. Something nice. Oh, I know what I'm doing. I actually have one prepared here that I figured might be agreeable. If I can find it. Yes. So this one is in French. It's called Une charogne. It was written by Charles Baudelaire in who lived between 1821 and 1867. The poem was written in. Well, actually, yeah, it's a study. So it was the book in which it was published. Actually, I don't even have the dates. You guys will have to look it up. But it sounds like this. Rappelez-vous l'objet que nous vîmes, mon âme, ce beau matin d'été si doux. Au détour d'un sentier, une charogne infâme sur un lit semé de cailloux. Les jambes en l'air, comme une femme lubrique, brûlante et suant les poissons, ouvrait d'une façon nonchalante et cynique son ventre plein d'exhalaisons. Le soleil rayonnait sur cette pourriture, comme afin de la cuire à point, et de rendre au centuple, à la grande nature, tout ce qu'ensemble elle avait joint. Et le ciel regardait la carcasse superbe, comme une fleur s'épanouir. La puanteur était si forte que sur l'herbe vous crûtes vous évanouir. Les mouches bourdonnaient sur ce ventre putride, d'où sortaient des noirs bataillons de larves qui coulaient comme un épais liquide le long de ces vivants haillons. Tout cela descendait, montait comme une vague ou s'élançait en pétillant. On eût dit que le corps enflé d'un souffle vague vivait en se multipliant. Et ce monde rendait une étrange musique comme l'eau courante et le vent, ou le grain qu'un vanneur d'un mouvement rythmique agite et tourne dans son vent. Les formes s'effaçaient et n'étaient plus qu'un rêve, une ébauche lente à venir sur la toile oubliée que l'artiste achève seulement par le souvenir. Derrière les rochers, une chienne inquiète nous regardait d'un œil fâché, épiant le moment de rendre au squelette le morceau qu'elle avait lâché. Et pourtant, vous serez semblable à cette ordure, à cette horrible infection, étoile de mes yeux, soleil de ma nature, vous, mon ange et ma passion, oui, telle vous serez, ô la reine des grâces, après les derniers sacrements. Quand vous irez sous l'herbe et les floraisons grasses moisir parmi les ossements. Alors, ô ma beauté, dites à la vermine qui vous mangera de baisers que j'ai gardé la forme et l'essence divine de mes amours décomposés. This is actually one of my favorite poems. I remember discovering it as a child. If you don't know it, I'm really sorry, guys. And now I'll really try to read you something else. Something in English now. Yes, these ones. There we go. So these poems are from a compilation that I called The Burning Poems. It's not much to say about it. This one I wrote for my birthday. Time unravels as a burning candle. As my eyes are shut, the moment passes, reminding me of full hourglasses, when grains of sand were easy to handle. In the darkness, it lights the pathway ahead, taking me further than I could have been led. I opened my eyes, and it's halfway through. A song broke the silence as my breath blew. The older I get, the more candles burn. For each of them I look into the past, to days in which everything was to yearn. The world was a playground and very vast. With each grain of sand comes a memory, and soon I, myself, am the piling sand, and the memory becomes reverie. Light as the lifeline of my palm's hand soon vanishes, and the songs slowly cease, leaving me a strange sensation of peace. As the incendiary tongues reaches me, burning flames turns all my past to ashes, sparkling from a hellish hole of flashes, sparking. Sorry, I'll start over. I think I need water. As the incendiary tongues reaches me, burning flames turns all my past to ashes. Sparking from a hellish hole as flashes, it lives on devouring all memory. Soon the air is fiery smoldering smoke, and the fumes are so warm it burns it all. It turns my eyesight grey until I choke. My breath strangled by lack of air, I fall. As slowly as I lose all cognizance, I see turn to ashes all providence. Torching all, fire takes life of its own, and soon it flourishes and is all grown. It licks my skin, it burns my hair, turns me blind, goes to my soul till there is nothing to find. It leaves nothing but ruin and rubbles bright, till all that's left is fire in my side, reminding me one last time of it all. The combustion grows all so very tall, that even laying down I lose my ground. Soon with no air, there's not even a sound. My home and my mind become a furnace, and that hardened heat replaces my heart, as if myself of this house was the heart from which those flames came for my last embrace. So this poem that I just read was called Hellish Nightmare. The next one is an ode to goodness. If the past doesn't exist anymore, and the hereafter hasn't come to be yet, the present would be everything therefore, and everything could always be reset. It matters not to follow everyone, nor to compete to beat everyone else. It matters not that one has lost or won. All that matters is to help those in distress. There is no being better or normal, nor such thing as always acting formal. There is only helping without bias, even if anyone else defies us. There isn't apologies or thankfulness that could replace fair acts towards others. When all around there is no more kindness, help others by doing for them wonders. Wonders will always be what is needed. It won't be what is vainly desired. It will be simple acts that once seeded will grow into what's really required. Yet, one has to do, and not just observe, or even worse, to simplify, or even worse, to simply ignore it. Even then, praising should not be deserved, as no one should ever be a misfit. It isn't that there is no heroics, but no one should ever be in distress. I would rather be completely stoic and have all receiving human progress. Okay, next one. After all's gone. After all's gone, all that's left is knowledge. Even as my throat is under dead sight, and I feel my breathing sliced by its edge, I see what splits the past from sentence light. The runes fall into deafening crashes, and the smouldering leftovers are gone. Soon even the rubbles become ashes. All is gone, and what's left has crashed down. Still, the memory of it all is fresh. Where now there is nothing left, I can see thousands dead, standing alive in the flesh, calling for their home or their ruined city. Memory may fail, but knowledge keeps on. Perhaps one day all will be forgotten. Ignorance under some veil may creep on, and our secret gardens soon be rotten. However, as long as there will be skills, mentors and students to teach or learn, and for some education, and for education a feeling of the thrill, even where there's nothing, hope returns. Don't let me burn. May this fiery fate have mercy on me. May its fire never swallow me whole, as if it was a hellish tsunami that would burn me in my thousand rolls, burning everything till I be left sole, just conscious enough to see my failing. Don't let everything I am be its call, and my last words be a lasting wailing. Don't take everything before my demise. Don't let me watch over and over my end and leave me to agonize, till even my memory be a blur in that hellish furnace of an instant, instead of my lifetime now too distant. Liberate me from this endless hell. Liberate me from those burning shackles, so I shan't turn into a shell. So I shan't turn into a lifeless. So I shan't turn into a lifeless shell. Under this heat, don't let my mind crackle. Under this heat, don't let my mind crackle. A flash fire is burning my memories, my thoughts gone, now my mind starts to crackle. Under the heat of hurtful sensory, my nerves feel like being blocked and tackled. To live. To be alive, and to live, just to live. To live for everyone and everything, and be there for them. To live to give. To live for our parents and our offspring. To live to do well for the afterlife, and every day do God's worshipping. To live so everyone around can thrive, and with love soon have an engagement ring. To live for discovery on itself, for a reason or none, and to be amazed at each breakthrough achieved from a bookshelf. To live to uncover all in one's gaze. To live to feel the warmth of being loved. To live because to die would be useless, even if life is as useless thereof. To live, especially as it's senseless. to live for pleasure, whatever that is, to live for hope, by despair or revenge, like I do a self-analysis, to survive at all costs dug in a trench, to live to survive until all is gone, to look in the past, present and future, and to live for it all until all's done, till all my wounds, one by one, are sutured, to live at any and all price or cost, to live whatever one has to do, to survive through the Holocaust, to survive through worse times till I break through. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you had fun. This will be it for today. I know it's short, it's about 25 minutes, but yeah, I think that's nice, if you could give me a follow if you like this reading, or send me a little message, that would be lovely. And I hope to catch up soon. Bye bye.